Hey, Centreville Elementary families, this is Mr. Vanderclock with just a special announcement as we start our second half of the school year. Today marks the first day of second semester, and we're certainly excited about that and being face to face with all of our students. It's been just a great week. Last week was a great week having all the students back in the building. It certainly just warms my heart, that's for sure, to hear all the students in the building, and it's definitely a good thing. I just wanted to put together a quick video here to review our pickup and drop-off procedures. I think just as we review procedures when students come back to school, we know that we've been off for a while, and with us coming back here last week and starting second semester, I thought that would be just a good time to review some of our procedures for pickup and drop-off for all of you, our wonderful Centreville Bulldog family. So on here on the screen, you can see I pulled up, this is the Google Maps of our school. So here we have Dean Street. So again, just as a reminder, our kindergarten, young fives, and any students that are family members of our kindergarten young fives students. So for example, if a kindergarten student had, a sibling that was in third grade, they get dropped off right here off of Dean Street. So you would just make the loop around here, drop off here in the lane. We certainly just appreciate having your child ready here as they get dropped off, so that way this line can go as quickly and as smooth as possible. So, again, this is just kindergarten and young fives, and any siblings can be dropped off here at these doors, as well as our GSRP families. So if you have a GSRP student, that's where they would go. On the backside here, off of Clark Street, we have our parking lot. I know I've said this before, but it's just really important to point out that here at Centreville, we've just been really blessed with school of choice numbers. And that means that, we're doing some really, really good things here in the county. And a lot of students who live out of district choose our school to come to. So certainly we have a lot of students that means that gets dropped off. In fact, over 50% of our student population is school of choice students. So you can imagine that a lot of our students need to be dropped off. And then many of our students are being dropped off more this year too, just in light of COVID and just trying to keep our numbers on our buses lower. So the one thing that I'd just like to share with everybody is just have patience. Please, please, please have patience. So off Clark Street, again, this is an entrance right here. This is an exit. So please use those accordingly. You would pull into the entrance here, and there's two lanes. There's one lane that's a drive-through lane. Again, we ask parents just to make sure they're driving slowly through this lane, especially in the mornings with students being dropped off, and in the evenings during pickup, as there's lots of people in the parking lot. The other lane that's closest to the sidewalk is actually a drop-off lane. When you pull into this drop-off lane, we ask parents to make sure that if you're pulling in the drop-off lane, that your student is ready to go, that they have their backpack, they have everything they need the moment you enter that drop-off lane. If you notice that your student is not ready to get out of the vehicle as soon as you put it in park, because they've got certain things and different things in the car, we ask that you then find a parking spot to be able to do that. We really need to keep this drive-through drop-off lane or the drop-off lane moving at all times. And when parents park in this lane for a minute or longer, it really boggles things up. So we're really asking our parents, if you're going to use the drop-off lane, that you make sure that your students are ready to go as soon as you enter that lane. And like I said, if they're not, we're just asking that you find a parking spot then. So you can utilize, again, parking spots and walk your children up. Again, if you're using a parking spot, we just ask that you park and then walk your student in the building. Again, we're using different entrances. So down here in this gym door, our first graders enter the building, second graders enter this gym door, third graders enter this entrance, fourth graders enter this entrance. And at the end of the building here, we have our fifth and sixth graders. And that just helps spread the children out as well, so that when they're coming in the building, they're coming in contact with as less amount of people as possible. Our morning pickup times are from 7:45 until 7:58. So you got about a 15-minute, a little less, but about a 15-minute gap in there to be able to drop your students off. I know that 7:45 is a very busy time, and then it becomes less busy as we get closer to that 7:58 time. But doors open at 7:45. In the evenings, kind of the same thing. We just ask that the pickup lane just be, moving. If you know that you have a student that takes them a little bit longer to get in, you need to, buckle them in and things like that. We just ask that you find a parking space just to keep traffic flowing as much as possible. But again, at the end of the day, we just ask as well that people just have patience. Again, there's a lot of people using this parking lot back here, and really, it just comes down to the fact of it's really comes down to a good thing, and that's just that we have a lot of school of choice families in our district, which we absolutely love to have. Bulldog Nation is very strong here in St. Joe County. So with that being said, if you got any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. But I just wanted to put this out there. We thank you for your patience and just having safety in mind and at the forefront of our minds for this school year. We really appreciate it. Go Bulldogs, and take care.